All right, this is just a quick video on how to export a movie from TouchDesigner. My name is Miles, and this is part of a series of mine that I'm building about creating audio-visual projects in TouchDesigner. If you're here just from YouTube, linked in the description of this video is my website where you can find several tutorials on TouchDesigner aimed at beginners. Also with a lot of downloadable project files, such as the one that you're seeing right now, which is this sort of audio reactive blob. So yeah, I'm showing you how to export a video with audio in TouchDesigner. So the first thing we're going to do is add in a movie file out top. So we're going to connect our last node in our visual network to that movie file out. And once we have that, I'm just going to go ahead and hit spacebar to pause the project. We actually need to specify our audio source here in the movie file out. There's this audio chop slot. So we're going to take whatever our audio source is, like audio file in or audio device in, drag that to the audio chop. And so now when we record a video in our movie file out, it'll be synced to whatever audio is in our project. So let's say we have a track that we want to start recording at the beginning of the track, and we want the recording to end at the end of the track. Inside our audio file, there's this button called reload. When you hit that, it moves the position of that file to the first sample. So we're going to want to make sure that we're sitting at the first sample, obviously, before recording. And then in our movie file out, to prepare for exporting, we need to specify a name for our file. So we can hit this plus button, say like AV project, and then save that to our desired location. There are some default settings for the videos here, like movie container. I'm going to go with MP3 right now, or MP4 rather, for the video, and MP3 audio. So another thing to consider while exporting a video is this real-time function. By default, this box is checked, which means when you play your project, it's playing and rendering things in real time. Currently, I'm at 60 frames per second. So that means, though, that like if this graphic is taxing on my computer, it will lower the frame rate just to keep up with real time. If I turn off real time, things on my computer right now are actually going to speed up because it's rendering it faster than real time. So for exporting this video, I'm going to keep it with real time turned off, keep this square here red. I'm going to pause it again. We'll go back to our audio file, hit reload. So we're at the first sample. And then also maybe you can kind of pulse it a few times. I'm not going to spam it too much, but sometimes an audio reactive visual might get kind of stuck like in the middle of action. So if you pulse it a bunch of times, you can kind of return that visual to like a more, tame state. All right, so in our movie file out, we have the name specified, our movie container, and down here are the settings. So obviously record is what will record the video once our project's playing. If the project's paused, I can turn on record and it's not going to write the file until the project is playing. And like I said, we're pretending that we're recording this to a song with a specific length in mind. Let's say the song is 1.5 minutes. I'll turn on limit length, switch this to seconds, and then we're going to change the length here to 90 seconds. So now the video will be exactly 90 seconds, and we have an error. Because I called it MOV. We'll change that, MP4. Make sure your file name matches the specified name, or movie container rather. Okay, so now we're ready to record. We're paused. This is at its first sample. Turn on record, and we'll just hit space. Because it's not real time, especially if you have audio coming out of your speakers, you'll hear it probably speeds up the track in parts. In other parts, it might slow down the track. But it's important to know that what it's doing is still, your video is going to not sound like that. It's going to be real time, as if you were watching the project in TouchDesigner. This way, there just won't be any blips in the video or the audio in your exported video. But rather than wait for the whole recording to end after 90 seconds, I'm just going to turn it off here. Now, at my specified location, I now have a MP4 file of my project. So that's how you export video from TouchDesigner with audio in it. Thanks for watching.